Hey there! In this video, we're going to be talking about peeling, a concept that comes from MOBA games and used, or should be used, in Overwatch frequently. Learning about this topic will make sure that the supports in your team stay alive and sustain you for longer, and that you're able to recognize and solve the situations where one of your teammates are getting harassed. Hello guys, and welcome to the dojo. Really fast, let's quickly describe peeling for you guys. Peeling is when you as a player deny an enemy from reaching and harassing your teammates. This is mostly done to protect supports. We're going to dive a little deeper into the topic to establish a good understanding of different situations that call for peeling. By the end of this video, you should know when and how to peel against different enemies. Okay, let's get started. So I know what you're probably thinking. So why are we dedicating a full video to this simple thing? Your knowledge of Overwatch is made up from a lot of different mechanical and game sense skills. Peeling is something a lot of players don't even really think about, but it can help tremendously if the enemy decides to heavily harass your supports and deny sustain for your team. Playing a support hero against any dive comp is a hard thing to do, and when your team just runs to the objective like headless chickens to get some kills, your supports will get harassed or killed if they're left too far behind. Peeling comes into the picture to make you think about the team and to allow your supports to sustain the group safely. The next thing that we're going to talk about is how to do it properly and what your objective should be when you decide to peel for someone. Note that sometimes your teammates are just badly positioning themselves. If this is the case, meaning that they're not dying because they're getting dove hard but rather just random spam, peeling's not really going to help. Tell your teammate to try to stay behind cover and keep up with the team instead. Staying with someone who's lagging behind because of bad positioning will weaken your team's pushing power and may cost you team fights and eventually the game. Try to peel when it's needed, but use the following knowledge to realize when you actually need to. When we're talking about peeling, it's worth mentioning that there are some heroes that are pretty good at taking out the backline of your team. Heroes like Genji and Tracer are extremely good with messing up the backline, as their kit makes them able to play the hit and run playstyle. They'll try to attack from unexpected angles and use distraction in your team to focus support heroes, and take some of them out quickly. We're not talking about the playstyle of the flankers, but by knowing how you should defend against it, you can be a stronger flanker. It's a powerful tool that can help you improve your harasser and flanker game style, especially if you play Tracer. Click the card right now or check the description. Okay, we're going to guide you through an example. Let's say that you have a Zenyatta on your team and a Winston in the enemy group. Your Zen is dying a lot due to being jumped by the Winston and being tickled to death quickly. Whatever class or character that you play, the first and most important thing is to be aware of this situation. You need to be able to recognize if someone is doing poorly because the enemy team is heavily focusing them. Bad positioning occurs in a lot of cases when someone dies, but there are situations when your teammates are unable to do anything due to being the sole focus of the enemy team. After you realize this, it's time to peel for your buddy. Your objective is to keep harassers away while they try to do what they do. It's important to note that you want to make sure that your buddy is staying alive. The primary goal is not to kill the enemies coming for you. In the previous example, if you're playing another support, it's worth it to try to disable or chase the Winston away and heal your support buddy in the meantime. Note that it does draw healing away from the front line when you peel for the other support, as both of you will be preoccupied with defending each other. It's more important to stay alive and heal for the long run than to let your buddy perish due to divers and try to sustain your team alone. If you're playing as a DPS, you can stay back to make sure that you damage the Winston heavily during his jump and stay between your support and the enemy to do even more DPS and chase the monkey away. This way, the support can heal you while you take care of the divers. If you're playing a tank, you usually have access to protective abilities to defend your teammates who need peeling. Zarya, for example, can bubble the target and do damage to the approaching enemies. Roadhog, as another example, can hook an enemy and do heavy damage to repel the attacker. You can see that whatever you play, you'll be able to provide peeling for your teammates. The hardest part in this is realizing the need for it, and then staying back to make sure your team is alive and healthy when you get to the objective, instead of going in to try to hunt frags and play with the games. The next section is about the player who's getting help from the teammate. Your buddy will be staying back with you to fend enemies away, and you should be trying to help them as much as possible. Don't leave your peeling McCree without sustain, or he's going to regret trying to help you in the first place, and may never come back to help you again. When you're getting heavily harassed by the enemy team, the first question to ask is about your positioning. Help yourself if you can, and use cover, break the enemy's line of sight, or just keep closer to your team. However, if you feel that you're being focused heavily by the enemy team and unable to stay alive for any team fight, then there is no shame in asking for help. You can tell your team that you're in need of protection and that you can't do your job due to being killed early before the actual team fight happens. This can also happen if you're playing a DPS and the enemy is focusing you heavily. Asking for help and working together will make the whole team stronger. Here are 2 additional examples in felt board style so you can see when it's good to peel and when you should try to communicate mistakes of another player instead. Okay, the first scenario. You are playing Roadhog in a team with Ana, Lucio, Soldier, Genji, and Reinhardt, so a death ball composition, attacking the first point on Numbani. The enemy team is playing Tracer, Genji, Winston, Diva, Ana, and Zenyatta. Your Ana dies a lot, and when you check her positioning, you can see that she's sniping from afar, not coming with the team. However, Lucio tries to be as close to the front line as possible to provide support. Your enemies realize that Ana is positioning badly and kill her before the actual fight happens. In this scenario, tell the Ana player to keep up with the team and sustain from close range. Both you and Reinhardt can both protect her with shields or your body, and Lucio can help with boops and heals as well. Okay, the other scenario. You play McCree in a team of Winston, Diva, Tracer, Zenyatta, and Mercy on Lijiang Night Market. The enemy team has a Genji, Tracer, Diva, Zarya, Lucio, and a Mercy. You, as McCree, can't really keep up with your diving buddies, but you tend to stand in the middle to be able to dish out enough damage and secure kills. However, your Zen is getting counter-dived by the enemy and eliminated at the beginning of teamfights, or even before that. Realize that you're actually better off fighting with your Zen, and then, by extension, having the extra heal and damage from him. Stay back, stun to kill anyone who is diving and has the Orb of Discord. It's a win-win for both Zen and the team. You should now be able to realize when someone needs your peeling, or when you need it and ask for help explaining what's going on. This little thing can turn the tides of battle in games where you feel like you can't really do anything to win. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching our videos. If you liked it, you know what to do. Like, favorite, comment, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. We have a great dojo community on Discord if you want to join us. And if you want to support us or get private coaching, go to our Patreon. We'd love to help you improve. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next one.